Hi, welcome to the Artistic Mystic Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your mystical muse. Those of you returning, great to see you. For you newbies, welcome. Be sure to hit like, share, subscribe, especially subscribe so you can get the notifications when I roll out new things. If you do subscribe and would like to share your email, I don't share it with anybody else, but I do draw a person at the end of each month for a free 1-hour reading. So yeah, and there's other links to the bottom where you can find out how to get a reading from me, looking at some of my frequency design gemstone jewelry at the artisticmysticmuse.space. I have oracle cards. There's a number of things, social media. So check that out below. This is a collective reading for the end of August, August 29th into September 4th, 2021. So we're going to start out with some Buddha wisdom. It says, look into your heart so you can see the false as false and the truth as truth. And we're going to see this roll into, I believe, September, with finding really what resonates with us, clearing the clutter and kind of distilling things down to at least make one positive change towards what that looks like for you, what makes you happy, what lights you up, what drives you that you enjoy doing. Whether it's a little thing, it could be something with self-care, something you do at home, maybe starting a practice, whether it's meditation or a walk outside, whatever that is. It could be a project, starting a new business, changing jobs, what have you. But really connecting with what's here and becoming more in alignment. So, getting rid of the mask. And I was just working on getting ready to do the beginning of September's meditation, and the mask, removing the mask was one of those images and things I was getting. So, yeah, so just stay tuned and we'll see what happens. It says, live your bliss. What does that look like for you? What is your bliss? What makes you happy? And it doesn't have to be big things. My big thing is what I call fake coffee. I have my own version of Turkish coffee in the morning. And it's the coffee, it's not so much because it's coffee, it's decaffeinated, it's even half that. It's mixed with chicory and some other stuff. That, it puts me in a frame of mind, part of my meditation. Sometimes I journal, sometimes I start my day with my emails with that, but that's part of a meditation of clearing and aligning for the day. What is your bliss? And then go live it. And it doesn't have to be a huge big plan. It can be something small, but maybe living your bliss is something like that vacation you wanted to plan, or studying something you've always wanted to study or explore, whatever that is for you. Make each day count. Do something that brings you bliss, that brings you joy each day, whatever that is for you. Or peace. Maybe it's peace, but peace can be a form of bliss, right? Make it count each day. Express your feelings. That is speaking your truth, your authentic truth, standing in your integrity, speaking it to yourself, taking your own mask off and speaking the truth to yourself, coming to those kind of epiphanies, as well as speaking and expressing your feelings to others in situations, how you truly feel. Why? You release it. They don't have to agree with you, but you don't keep that pent up inside of you. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not knowing. They were lessons. They were meant to be lessons. So forgive yourself. Thank the people, situations for those lessons. Forgive others because they are only playing their role and they're on their own journey and path. But most importantly, forgive yourself. In some ways, there's a saying, there are no mistakes. So forgive yourself. Abundance is your right. That's part of why we create the world we want to create. We get in alignment with things. We follow our passion. We follow our bliss. So those blessings of abundance every day, little ones and big ones, can come to us. Stay open-minded. And there's another card that kind of pertains to this. So whatever you're dealing with here at the end of August into September, they want you to stay open. And they said, keep going. Accept struggles as lessons. We just talked about that. Little confirmation there. Okay. We also have, again, follow your bliss. What makes you happy? What do you enjoy doing? Maybe it's like meditating. Like when I go to bed, I have certain music I like to listen to fall asleep to, or when I get up. What is your bliss? What makes you happy? Part of my bliss is providing these readings to those who are meant to hear them. I enjoy doing them, so that's part of my bliss. Standing firm, I am noble, brave, and strong. Standing in your truth, standing in your integrity, and expressing yourself authentically. And not giving in to peer pressure, let's say, or family pressure, or standing in what is right for you. Simplify your life. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. Simple pleasures are those little blessings. Also simplifying things you don't need, mentally don't need even. That's clearing the clutter, and that will assist you. Staying away from a lot of news and media, which just adds to not a good vibration. Whatever you need to do for that. Listening with your heart. Bottom of the deck, I trust the messages I receive from my heart. That's why it's important to get still, to meditate, to pray, get out in nature and be quiet and listen to what's coming from here, as we call our higher selves. Cherishing yourself. I accept and love myself. Self-love, taking care of yourself, stepping into stillness, as we just said, so you can hear those messages, you can get aligned and in tune to what it is you want to pursue or do. And then igniting that courage, that strength to go pursue, as he's charging on a horse, to go after those things. Awesome. Okay, we also have fear. Part of your goal here towards the end of the month and into September is letting go of fear, doubts, those sort of things. They don't serve you, and it blocks you from opening up and to pursuing what it is you need to pursue. We also have the owl, and it talks about wisdom. There are signs and perhaps synchronicities that you're going to be given, but it's also about owls are very observant. They can see in the dark. They're very good at seeing what most people can't see. And I'm also getting like observing, like you're to observe and listen to what's being said, because maybe someone is not being authentic with you. And so it's important to observe and then follow your own guidance, wisdom, and intuition. And we also have the spider, creative projects. So the spider is a weaver, weaving of strands of life, all of those parts, components, right? So what kind of project might you be wanting to weave or create? It can be something you actually want to do or try or engage in. That's being encouraged as you end August going into September. My capacity to tune in to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. So that completely ties in with the messages we've just had. Oh, and I forgot, bottom of the deck with our animals, we also have the hawk. Omens and messages. And I was just saying, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. They can be totem animals, numerology, that which are numbers. It can be any kind of signs, strange messages, texts, people coming up to you you don't know. Pay attention, because you're being guided and assisted. Look for miracles and access that wisdom you have. So some of the wisdom you're going to be gaining or increasing has to do with those projects or things you're going to pursue and learn. And miracles are those things that are usually unexpected, that are coming in to surprise and assist you. They're a type of blessing, and it's going to assist with your transformation. And they're going to, this says wonders, they're going to be quite surprising. They can be part of your intuition, but you're going to be given some truths, whether it's coming to terms with your own truths or hearing truths about someone else or a situation. That's why the owl's there as well. And you're to trust what you're getting. Trust the niggle, trust the nudge, trust your gut kind of thing. And again, what is your bliss? What makes you happy? So do something that delights you and makes you happy here at the end of August into the beginning of September. We also have authority. So this could be, sometimes this is you being an authority. We see this normally in tarot as the Emperor card. So it could be standing in your strength, standing in your truth. This could also be someone that maybe you've had to deal with as a challenge. They're kind of stuck in the mud, really stubborn. And maybe that is something that you need to pay attention. What are they not saying? Or, you know, what is that triggering for you or you need to look at? But I also get that, you know, don't allow your pride or stubbornness to keep you from seeing the whole picture. Be sure you're looking at it from multiple angles. That's another reason we've got the owl and the hawk. They fly at a higher altitude or level, and they're able to perceive things differently. Prosperity is beginning. You've got a new cycle of prosperity, big things, little things, and to make you happy. Those are some of these small or big miracles that might be coming in. So gratitude is always an important thing. Also, you're releasing any heartache or loss, which involves you, as we talked about, forgiving yourself, forgiving situations, people. They were lessons. No more suffering in silence. I'm being told that you're not meant to suffer. Suffering is what you create for yourself. So don't allow that to keep you held back anymore. Again, you need to listen to your intuition. And I'm getting that this disc is kind of like a compass. That's your inner navigation system, your inner compass. Connecting with, your crown chakra. This is the one up top here that helps you connect and align with God, source, the universe, your higher level of thinking, so that you're able to make the right choices and decisions to start to move. These are the choices, the doors. So getting yourself in alignment, getting balanced so that you can do what you need to do. And solitude may be also helpful this week, as far as kind of spending more time with yourself, maybe studying some things, looking at things, figuring out what it is you want to pursue, and then having the patience to then put your plans in motion or create a plan to then take action. Rock bottom, it's a 10. So you've completed a cycle and you've possibly had a lot of struggles, challenges, and there's no more downward to go. It's now a point of moving upward. So that's a good card in my opinion. And also I'm getting like looking at things, looking at those situations. It may have been rock bottom. It may have been difficult, but can you look at it from this is like the upside down view, an alternative perspective, and see how that lesson may have been, or that person's behavior may have been of benefit to you, like how it helped you, whether it's see something differently, do something differently, know something differently. Sacred pool. So your prayers are being heard and answered, and it is a matter of divine timing when things come to pass. And it's a number 11. So now we've got 111 with this group. We've had a lot of ones, all about new beginnings, staying wide open. And we talked about that, looking at things differently, not being, closed off. And we also have the Dragon's Lair. This talks about things might be difficult or challenging. There may have been even some legal things you're dealing with, but that you're being protected and watched over and guided. Territory. What is crows are very territorial, so they have boundaries. This talks about setting up boundaries for yourself that allow you to engage in your bliss, that allow you to keep those people and things away that don't need to be there or need to like influence you anymore. So be sure that you're setting some kind of boundary for yourself, or boundaries. Yes, self-interest. So you are to look after yourself for once. Self-interest. What interests you? Instead of giving all the time to other people, other people that need something or want something, what are your self-interests? And that's all part of that self-care, is to take care of yourself. We have soar again, looking from a different perspective. Step back from those things that are triggering or challenging. And then the soaring also speaks about taking off, going after what it is you want to pursue. Okay. We also have, from an angel deck, we have Merlina. It says, you are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. So there may be something you've been in a bit of a quandary about. And I forget where the card is now. There it is. It talked about solitude, but it's showing her with a book, and that's what they're telling me to get out. There may be some decision you've been trying to make, and you need some more information. You need to maybe talk to someone who's been there, done that, or just doing some online research, comparing and contrasting, looking at what else has been said to assist you with that. And we also have the angel Isaiah, and says, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. So as you make changes, you got a little confirmation. You are being watched over and protected and encouraged. And the universe it says the universe works fast when I'm having fun. That's the other thing. When you're looking at making these decisions, what brings you bliss, what brings you joy, that's when you know when some things are in alignment. And when you're enjoying yourself, things go more quickly. Okay, with the main part of the reading, we have in the focus or challenge position, we have two cards. We have the Six of Cups. So part of this challenge may be releasing the past, but also it could talk about you going back to something that really at a time maybe when you were younger and less inhibited, you really enjoyed doing this, pursuing it. And the cups talk about emotional fulfillment. So which of these cups are you going to choose? And it's going to bring you a new beginning and abundance and joy, but also they're asking you then to swiftly move forward with something, just one thing, but use that knowledge that you're going to get with your research and move forward with it. You are being divinely guided. We have the Hierophant, and you're being watched over. And we've got these two crows and a key. And to me, this is like you and your higher self and the divine coming into alignment, finding the key to what that alignment is. And it's clarified by the Tower. So this is like an aha moment, an epiphany, something also that needs to change. Maybe it's whether it's your ego, whether it's something that's not working for you, tearing that down to build a stronger foundation or build it more solid. You're being given a blessing, divine help from the universe. This is the Ace of Pentacles. So you are being assisted with that kind of stability, some kind of offer, but it's a solid offer in order to help you find alignment and balance. This can also be making a decision between two things, but I tend to feel like this is more like balancing maybe your day-to-day life with something else you're pursuing, whatever this bliss is for you. And Spirit's advice is the Nine of Coins. This talks about wish fulfillment. What makes you feel stable, happy, in a position of independence, power, connected to your intuition and transformation, enlightenment. That's what they're asking you to do, is get aligned, finding balance. This is Archangel Michael, and he's putting water in two cups. One foot is on the ground and solid and grounded. The other one's on the water, being in connection with your emotions. And then the path that leads back here to the next part of your journey, the bliss, you might say. Getting out of the fear, the doubts, we talked about that, and the woe is me, that divine, the help is here. This church window is illuminated, but paying attention to what's being placed before you in front of your path and the abundance that's available to you. You standing in a place of creativity, like I said, abundance, nurturing, That's what the Empress is. And it's also connecting with your divine feminine, which is more from an emotional standpoint, a heart-centered standpoint. If you follow Spirit's advice, we have 2 outcome cards. We have the 7 of Coins. So this talks about nurturing those things you want to work on, to bring them to harvest. And whatever these things are, you intuitively know what they are. This is the Queen of Cups. They bring you joy. They bring you fulfillment. But also you know what they are. She's highly psychic and intuitive, so she's connected to her heart place. She's also connected with source. She's tapped in, and so she's able to know what to do, what's the next step in building and nurturing this, to bring her or him the Ace of Cups. This is ultimate wish fulfillment, agape love of all kinds, blessings, etc. The other outcome is the King of Wands. You being in a place of manifesting, much like the magician, creative, confident. You do not waste your energy on those things that do not serve you or do not interest you. And because you're going to be focusing, instead of the spilt cups, the past, which we're releasing, you're focusing on the 2 cups you do have. And they're actually, if you turn around, these cups will take you across the bridge to the castle, so to speak. They may only be 2, but they have everything that you need to be fulfilled. We've got the Devil in reverse, releasing fears and doubts. Letting go of burdens, things that, do you really need to carry all 10? Do you really need to? Probably not. Letting go of some things, saying no to some things, speaking your truth and standing up for what you want. And we've got the clarifier. I just said the Magician. The symbol shows up, this 8, which talks about manifesting and creating. You have all the tools. You have all the tools to manifest. It's just a matter of making a choice, picking what you want to start with, and then looking out at the possibilities, big possibilities. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. This is about making a choice of coming into alignment with your higher self and the divine, healing, a balance of divine masculine and divine feminine energy. Queen of Swords, using discernment, figuring out what to keep, what to cut out, using your wisdom to find what really makes you happy, the Queen of Cups, and fulfilled, and tuning in again. Letting go of fear, the 8 of Swords, the anxiety, the stress. She's loosely bound. She's not even completely encaged in the swords. It's just a matter of her getting over her fear being up in her head to start her new beginning, to take a leap of faith, to take a risk. So that's all I have for you for the end of August into the 1st of September. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and we will see you next time. Take care.